They don't live at the line. In discussing the Utah Jazz, we are underway. Mark Davis, Tony Brothers, Tyler Ford, our three officials, and good to have you with us in Salt Lake City. Can the Utah Jazz close it out in Game 5? And don't forget what happened last year against the Denver Nuggets. Mike Conley shares it early with Donovan Mitchell. And that's the way it begins. And
I like that he's starring his role, and I think that he is worth that contract. I love what he does in there for Utah.
Not exactly a three-point threat, but he's not bad percentage-wise as Valanciunas gets the first point of the game for Memphis on the wing. Right back at it. Game as it's almost taken away by Royce O'Neal. One of them has to be an X-factor. Valanciunas 1 of 2 now on his triples. I don't know if that's in the game plan. Memphis still only down by 2, though, against a team that was 31-5 on their home floor. Good penetration, Bogdanovich. And Conley, he's killing his old team, isn't he?
I think the change of scenery was weird for him, as he had been in Memphis for 12 years. Getting used to playing with Donovan Mitchell was something different. And so this year he looks so much more comfortable, and he is really helping Utah do an incredible job.
But boy, they can't live without him. And especially when you consider what he did in Game 2. 47 off the glass. Guess who?
Is coming out trying to hit Memphis with the knockout punch. 10 early points, and every time he gets the ball, he's looking to press the action.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid the slow start. Let's see if they can recover, because they've been hit with a haymaker and another reasons, and a real good cover guy. He's looking for his own shot. The step through. Kyle Anderson can't roll it home. So Donovan Mitchell and Utah start the game 10 for 13, 77%, and a little bit higher than that right now.
Got to get a timeout.
So out of the timeout, they get exactly what they wanted. Now, they can't keep trading, though, 3s for 2s. It'll be a long night if they do. And that's been the case in this series. 14-point game. We're halfway through the opening 12. As Donovan Mitchell, you can't give up layups either.
They haven't stopped him from...
In assist-to-turnover ratio, a guy so sound off the bench for them. I thought he'd stay in Minneapolis. He's from the Twin Cities. On the take, how about Donovan Mitchell? Mike Conley finally got there. So they had Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Mike Conley. Mike points. Anderson, end of the shot clock. He knew it on his way down. Gobert, make sure it's one and done. Nobody, the second chance opportunities have not been there at all, Brendan, for Memphis. Gobert, look out. Oh, he's got it on the hammer.
Threes early on, and that's not really his game, but he carves out so much space as far as with weak side duck ins and just being aggressive inside that he forces you to guard him.
And led the league in exactly what he did, but that's a breakdown defensively. Team down in Austin, and Taylor Jenkins was his assistant. Valanciunas already 2 triples. Oh, just a little off to the side. 16-point game, inside of 3 to play. It'll be Donovan. Everything working. Him credit, too. The staff putting everybody together on the same page. The chemistry is there.
Yeah, you definitely have great.
Look out. Oh, got away from Brooks again. A perfect first half. If you're into the Utah Jazz, the opposite end of the spectrum. The fans of the Grizz. And coming up, Kristen Ledlow, Sam Mitchell, Lloyd Pierce, the coaches with Kristen tonight in our American Express halftime studio.
My God, Uncle Sam Mitchell. Hey, listen, is there a better dressed announcer than Sam Mitchell? Sam Mitchell's always smooth. Oh, my God. Speaking of to the wire if you're Dylan Brooks right now, but he's going early.
You're right. Doesn't get the roll. And as I said, you want to take it all the way down like you mentioned. Don't give him another chance. Donovan Mitchell. He sees now it's down. He'll take it. End of the path. Gets it! Do you believe this guy?
Who is it? If your big man isn't a dominant scorer on the block, you want him to have game like Jaren Jackson Jr. where he can shoot the 3. As Royce O'Neal throws down the dunk. He's the new wave of big men, the hybrid big that can play all over the court.
That kind of night for Memphis. Usually goes down for Kyle Anderson. He struggled last game from the outside, struggling tonight as well. Donovan finds Rudy. Gobert on the finger roll. So a closeout game. And Quinn Snyder didn't want to take any chances after what happened last year when they were up 3-1. Plus, you never know what can happen. Another breakdown. Nobody accounted for favor.
Whereas they tried to use DeAndre Jordan in the regular season, and that did not work out well. That failed miserably.
You're going to hit the bill of your hat.
Exactly.
He knows.
And man, Flash needs to send me one of those fitteds. I like that Utah fitted cap right there. I'm into that. Hey,
3 prints before every NBA on TNT broadcast. Welcome back once again, along with NBA champion Brendan Haywood, Joel Myers. 25-point game. This is the closest in about an hour for the Memphis Grizzlies. It has gotten away, and it got away early. And Donovan Mitchell, the catalyst early. Now the shot clock coming down on Jordan Clarkson. He's up. Joel Myers, Brendan Haywood. And now guess who's back in the game? Restoring some order. Donovan Mitchell.
Quinn Snyder's not playing any games. He doesn't want any miraculous comebacks to happen. He's going to get his star back in there and make sure that the Jazz close this game out right.
Beautiful pass. Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell on the assist. With the Wolves. Coming over in third straight year. He's really done a great job for them off the bench as the lead guard in the second unit. Donovan working on Brooks. And the floater. He's up to 30.